Creativity. Noun. The use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. Since I was 10 or 12, I started to have an interest in making videos. I would record things and pretend to have my own TV show. However, it wasn't until my sophomore year, in broadcast level 1, that made my interest in film and editing to what it is now. My broadcast teacher at the time taught the skills needed for that class and made my interest in video making and editing even more. He is mostly the main reason that I started to have an interest in editing and also applying here at Huntington. That class was so fun that I continued to level 2 my junior year to help produce Millennium's weekly show, Millennium TV, or aka MTV. But there were a few derailments that year due to a new teacher. When I first started MTV, I had trouble with creativity. It was hard to come up with a great, interesting, and yet informative segments. I wanted to do certain segments, but they didn't seem practical for the show, or my teacher would not allow me to do them because it didn't make sense to have them in the show. I was also limited on what I could do. I was restricted by the admin and the teacher at school. But despite all of this, I had started to have some creativity as I progressed throughout the year. After a rough level 2 year, I still went to level 3, continuing to work on MTV. That year was far better to the previous year. Fast forward to senior year, MTV was going well. I made more and more friends in there. However, all things must come to an end. After 3 years in film and TV production, 2 years in MTV, I had to leave the program and graduate. When it came to decide on where to attend college, I applied to many places. But I gradually narrowed them down to 2 places, Arizona State or Huntington. I toured both places and had different feelings from both. ASU was big and I felt lost, and I felt like I was just a number there, and the film program there didn't seem convincing either. I cannot tour the film dorm for whatever reason, and my first year in film there, it was just basically reading a book about what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 years. And in order to advance to level 2, I had to create a demo reel or something, and even then I still may not be able to get into level 2. But at Huntington, I felt more comfortable, and there, I had been on campus for several things like Skills USA and a workshop and a couple other things. I felt I belonged there, unlike ASU, and those signs were God pointing out that I should attend Huntington. And look, here I am at Huntington University, learning and practicing the thing that I love to do, film making and editing. I joined a youth group in 2012, and during this time I got closer to God and completed mission work. Speaking of church, I confirmed my faith to God and was baptized.
But right now at 5, a 16-year-old Boy Scout from Litchfield Park is dead after collapsing on a very popular trail south of the valley. The teen was part of a small group of scouts on a training hike at Picacho Peak Saturday afternoon. The group had reached the summit, but on the way down, we're told the teen collapsed.
I lost a friend of mine from Scouts, even though we were not close friends. I still considered us friends. He was great to be around with and was a kind person. And this loss hit me big time. I found out about his death at church, and when I was told the news, I just went into the bathroom and lost it. This was a huge deal to me as I hardly ever cry. I didn't want to film or do anything. But how I managed to ease the pain is that I went to the memorial meeting from Scouts and the memorial service. There I was surrounded by my friends from Scouts, and we all mourned together, and that helped a lot. Despite all this, I have the family and friends to support me, and that is important to me, and I love them all. With here being at Huntington, my creativity skills are vastly improving, and that is needed to be in the film industry. Also at Huntington, I am much less restricted on my creativity and have unleashed a whole bunch of potential creativity that I have never been able to do before. Plus, I have more resources to shoot with. God has put me here on this planet to attend Huntington University, Arizona, and help produce content that is new and never seen before, and the world will enjoy them. I cannot wait to see what God has in store.